that was done. And one of the dirty things that our industry, real estate, had was cash. Do you think cash is back in the system? One. And second is cash necessary in this system, given how the approvals work?
Yes, cash is back in the system in terms of the wrong people, but we are about 4 lakh crores short. So overall, if you see our pre-demonetization, post-demonetization, about 4 lakh crores of rupees have been immobilized in the banking system, which means people have deposited that money. It has not come back into the circulation. So to that extent, there has been a contraction. It was expected that the banking system would then lend into the economy for the purposes of it. But looking at the fact that the credit position has not improved, means the banks are not confident of lending more money into the market, there's a contraction of about 4 lakh crores of rupees, which has been a consequence of post-demonetization. So what has happened is, in the areas where circulation used to take very fast, and this money was like oil mechanism to that, that has been a contraction. And that is why what I was expecting, that GDP would be somewhere close to 9%, because of the other positive factors of infrastructure, etc., which have happened in the economy, we are down to 6 and 7%, 5 and 6% in these areas. My view is that unless the banking system doesn't find a way by which they can lend back into the economy or invest back into the economy, I think we will be a little short.
Chirag, on this Real Estate Regulation Act, and I can tell you many people who are not really from this industry, find it difficult to comprehend, what is this Real Estate Regulation Act done. Tell me, has it really scared the developers? Do you think that the developers have started to behave after Real Estate Regulation Act that has got implemented?
I think, look at the way the funding is happening. 90-95% capital today is coming from the organized sector. They anyway expect you to be transparent. They anyway expect you to be accountable. So the RERA Act is nothing but what you are doing to your lenders anyway. So anybody, if he's scared, I think he's in the wrong business anymore.
Joe, we continue to hear the market is in parts doing well and in parts not doing well. If you can just focus and advise us really where the market is and where do you think the next 12 months are going to be for the market?
Let's start with the commercial segment. This commercial segment is doing really well. The absorption is at an all-time high. So if you go with that logic, the fundamentals of the economy are really good. And if you take that next level, income is rising, so residential sector should actually do well. Demand is not coming down, demand is actually increasing. So there's more people looking to buy houses. To some extent, a lot of the developers who are doing well are the developers who have a high level of trust quotient with their customers, where the customers have seen over the last, historically, that the developers have delivered on time, on quality, and have been able to give what they had promised. So I think those are the key things that is working right now. And in terms of the markets that are doing well, clearly for residential south seem to be doing much better.
What is happening in your state? It'll be nice to understand what's happening in West Bengal, and really delightful for us to who are sitting in Mumbai, Maharashtra, to understand what's the economic activity that's going on in your state.
I would say things are looking much better, and it's only a matter of time. The infrastructure is a lot better now. Like in the last 10 years or so, a lot of infrastructure development has taken place in the east, and that's just the beginning. The industries will come in. Not that they have started to come in pretty rapidly, but the confidence is much more than what it was in the last summit. Mr. Hiranandani was also there. I think he would also talk positively about some investments coming into Bengal, and Calcutta acting as a gateway to the northeast. Northeast also has a lot of prospects, the Seven Sisters there. So I think it's a matter of time when you'll find that the growth rate of GDP would be higher than the rest of India, because it has lagged behind now. But in the next 5 or 10 years, East will look up.
I just want to understand from the perspective that is sustainability is a good word, or you think that it is actually being practiced by the various stakeholders? I mean, not only the developers, but by financial institutions, occupiers of offices, consumers, buyers of home. Or you think it's nice to have, we sit down here and, talk about sustainability and then disappear and do all naughty things which are not sustainable?
Sustainability is a very, very important aspect in today's world, especially in the way in which we are adopting the global best practices, and that's happening very, very fast in our sector as well, because the consumers are, even at all the levels of consumers, are very much aware that which are the best things which are available, and then the entire consumer experience gets somewhere linked to sustainability. If you see, there are certain segments who are ready to go the extra mile and wait for the extra mile to ensure that whatever they are using is more sustainable, it's more energy efficiency that comes in place, the water conservation that comes into place, and how they are giving back to the future generations is a very, very important aspect of the buying decisions which we have started observing in our various studies and analytics. So sustainability is a word or a discussion point today, but it's going to become a part of a DNA and the entire ecosystem in very, very near future.
Welcome to awards for excellence in real estate and leadership. These awards are symbiotic and a belief that transformation and value transformation and achieving what is affordability is a matter of pride and a sense of responsibility. The first category, ladies and gentlemen, is most preferred brand by real estate sector, Duravit India. Luxury Project of the Year, South India. The Hamlet, Bengaluru, Caesar Reality. Best Real Estate Project, Luxury Residential. Auris Serendipity, Malad West, Transcon State Creators Private Limited. Affordable Housing Developer of the Year, Avidipta 2, Kolkata, Bengal Peerless Housing Development Company Limited. Retail Property of the Year, The Hub Pune, Nitesh Estate Limited. The next presenter, may I please invite Preeti? Can I please invite you on stage to present the next set of awards? Thank you so much. Residential Property of the Year, Bemonte Science Circle, Sahana, State Developers. Emerging Developer of the Year, Commercial, is presented to 40